What's going on, guys? Ted Carr here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit subscribe, follow that little animation down below, hit the red button, and we'll be well on our way. Before I get into this video though as well, I just want to mention that I mentioned a few videos ago, maybe like 12 videos ago or so, maybe more than a dozen videos ago, that I was getting into weight training. I was going to start putting on some size. And that worked for a bit because I was really consistent. I was smashing in the smoothies. I was like purposely overeating. I was going to bed absolutely stuffed every night. Eating was like my freaking mission. I was just intentionally overeating all the time. People were noticing. They were saying, Ted, you're gaining size. I was like, F yeah, I'm gaining size because I'm really consistent with it. I was in a really good routine. But after doing that for about a month or so and gaining some pretty good weight, I started traveling. And when you're traveling, it's on a raw vegan diet, it's hard to... Man, it's not hard, it's just not super convenient. Traveling is not super conducive to gaining weight on a raw vegan diet. I understand people cook food wherever they can gain weight when they're eating because they go to all these restaurants, but when you're eating raw vegan and you go to restaurants, all you can really have is tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce. So I haven't been super consistent with the weight gain thing. I haven't even been super consistent over the past couple weeks with going to the gym. Just went to the gym yesterday for the first time in about 11 days or something because I've been traveling, I've been on vacation. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it though. I'm still going to be in Chiang Mai for like another 2 months now, so 2 months, super consistent now, and after that I'll be back to Hawaii for another couple months, and then back to Canada for, you know, a big length of time. So I do have some good stretches ahead of me, no more distractions, no more these family vacation things. I'm just going to be back on the weight gain program, back on the strength training program at the gym, so you guys are going to see some big improvements there. But I want to talk about in this video my employment history, every job I've ever had. And I want to make this video to show you guys that when I first started out getting jobs, I was just like everyone else. I was getting the jobs that everyone else was taking. I was just doing the easiest thing to make some money. And I just didn't have amazing jobs. I had whatever jobs, middle class jobs, regular jobs. And I grew up in a middle class neighborhood. I went to middle class school. I had middle class friends. I had some rich friends. I had a lot of poor friends. I was right in the middle there. My parents had middle class jobs. So I was just really a product of my environment. I didn't really take control of my life. I didn't take responsibility for my life. I'd blame other people for not hiring me, and I'd give all the credit for other people for hiring me, and not take responsibility, not take credit for the things that I was achieving in my life. Until, once I took responsibility for my life, once I listened to a couple audiobooks and understood, whoa, I can actually control my life if I control my focus. What I think about comes about. So once I started doing that, then I started landing amazing jobs. And that didn't happen until later, till I was like 18 or so. But anyways, the first job I ever had, guys, was a landscaping job. And I was getting paid about 12 bucks an hour, pretty good job, picking weeds. I'd sit on a bucket and pick weeds and pick weeds and pick weeds. And it was cool being connected to the earth like that, picking weeds. And I remember thinking like some days it'd be super boring, but on the days that I'd bring my iPod and I would have it on shuffle, like 1,000 songs on shuffle, I didn't know what song was going to come up next. Those days went by pretty quickly. Those days went by a lot quicker because I never knew what was coming up next. It was like listening to the radio, but all my favorite songs. But on the days when I listened to my iPod, but I knew what was coming in order, it wouldn't be as fun. It was like, there's no surprises. So if you're, tip there, if you're listening to music and you want time to fly by a bit faster, put your songs all on random. You have no clue what's coming up next. Other cool thing about that job was after the job, it started at 6 a.m., it finished like 8 hours later, and I would just be working the whole time, like physical labor, man. And afterwards I was tired, super tired. I'd get on the bus, get on the SkyTrain to go home. I was like falling asleep on the SkyTrain, just nodding off, get home, and just completely exhausted, man. So it was a really fulfilling job in that way, like knowing I put in good hard work there. But another really cool thing about that job was I worked every day for like 3 months, like the full summer, and it didn't rain once for me. I worked 5 days a week and had the weekends off. It only rained on the weekends, so every day at work I didn't ever had to worry about rain. It was amazing. And then here everyone talking working on the weekends and how it was raining, how it sucked, and I was like, wow, I have like the good job, working on the weekdays when it doesn't rain. So that was really cool. But I was definitely a slacker, and I remember thinking like, oh my god, remember it's my first job after all, first time getting money for performing some actions. So I was thinking, wow, I'm getting paid to walk across the street right now. I'm getting paid to pick up this bucket. I'm getting paid to put some weeds in a freaking bucket. Like, I'm getting paid to take a piss right now. I'm getting paid to eat my sandwich on my lunch break. Like, not a good attitude to have. Another thing I learned about myself there was another bad mental habit I had was I was having my money spent before I even had it earned. I was thinking what I'm going to spend my money on. I'm thinking like, wow, if I just finish this shift, I'll get 100 bucks, and after tomorrow or the next day, I'll have like 300 bucks total. What am I going to spend that on? But it's not the habit you want to have. You don't want to spend money before you have it, man. It's good to know about the things that you want to have in life, the things you want to buy, sure, but don't have your money spent before you buy it. Earn your money first and then decide what you want to do with it. The next job I had after my landscape job where I was getting paid $12 an hour was actually at a movie theater. And to me this was like the best job ever, I thought. My sister's boyfriend at the time worked there, and I looked up to him, he was really cool. And I was like, man, it'd be amazing to get this job at the movie theater. I'd watch unlimited movies. And I remember the first time I got the job, after the first day, I got to go see Borat. It was like the screening of Borat before they even like released it publicly. We got to go see it. I felt so honored to be watching Borat with all these other movie theater goers. And yeah, that was actually a pretty shit job. That was like one of my worst jobs ever, man. You had to work super late hours, and I had to do everything myself. Like I was like the pizza boy maker. I worked at like the place where people go and buy food before they go watch the movie. I wanted to be the ticket ripper. I wanted to be the guy who stood there and ripped the tickets. That'd be the best job. But I had to make like pizza for people at this freaking pizza place. And I had to do everything. I had to be the cash register guy. I had to count all the money. I had to make the pizzas. I had to clean up the area. I had to prepare the area. I had to do everything. I had to take orders and make the food and clean up. Like, what the heck? And I had to count it all at the end of the night. And I couldn't be short. And I really sucked at math. It required a lot of math, counting all that money. And it was a really stressful job. So anyways, I didn't last very long there. I think I lasted like a couple months. Pay was really shit. It was like $8 an hour. But I thought it was just such a cool role, you know, to say I worked at the movie theater. Anyways, I ended up quitting my job over the phone. I went on speakerphone and recorded it. I'll put the YouTube video right here if I can find it. Oh, hi, this is Ted.
Hi, Ted. What's up?
I'm just calling to say that I won't be finishing my scheduled shifts because I'm quitting. And that was an experience, quitting my job over the speakerphone. I was like, I just don't give a fuck. She's like, Ted, you know you're going to be burning a bunch of bridges. I was like, I know, I just don't care. Just quit my job. I'm not coming in for my next few shifts. Like, someone else can cover it, man. I'm not going in for another freaking shift. That place is bullocks, man. I hate that place. So.
How come you're quitting?
Lack of sleep.
Okay, and there's nothing we can do to help you? Like, try and get rid of your shifts for you? Like, work with you to work on it? Or you're just like, that's it, I'm done?
Yeah, that's it, I'm done. Sorry about that.
Okay, just so that you know for future reference that if we do get a reference call that
was my experience with the movie theater. Next job I had was at A&W. It's a burger joint, and this was like a stoner's paradise, man. I would just get super stoned, go in there, eat fries, make burgers, and eat food when no one was looking, and serve up some really greasy, shitty food for people. But honestly, it feels strange, but I felt really good about this job. I felt good about being like, hey, someone's coming in here hungry, they're, you know, paying some money, and I'm providing value. I'm making them a nice burger, like I'm making them a sandwich. Like, it felt really good to serve people like that. And the thing I remember about this job was crazy. I started at $6 an hour. $6 an hour, man. I get paid $6 just to make a little YouTube video here, like 10 minutes, whatever. But anyways, $6 an hour. And the pay was shit, but the food was good. And I would always go in there super baked, had the munchies, hardcore. But the thing that I remember from this job so clearly is that like I would work in this little place right by my house, super small shack, like super small burger shack, about the size of this apartment I'm in right now, tiny ass, super tiny, it's like a drive-through. And some people could walk in as well though. But anyways, what would happen is there'd be no one for like an hour or so, just absolutely no one, just completely dead. It'd just be me and another coworker or something. We're just talking, and then all of a sudden, two people would come in, like two separate people, two parties, two cars, whatever, come through the drive-thru. It would never, ever be just one person coming in. Like, there'd never be a dead spot, and then one person comes in, and then another dead spot. It would always be dead spot, and then ding, ding, like right away, two people. It was as if like, it's almost as if it's like this natural law, like where there's like, followed by every dead period, there's boom, boom. There's like a multitude of actions that happen. It's pretty crazy. So there was never just one person that came in after death, but it was always two or more. So trippy, man, so trippy. I was always waiting for that day when it would be dead spot, then one person would come in. And then one person would come in, then boom, right away another person. So I was like, oh my god, like it's always two people. So if you're watching this and you worked at a burger shack or a restaurant or something, let me know if that's the case for you as well. Is there ever like dead spots and then there's just one person, or is there always more than one person that comes after dead time? Let me know, that'd be interesting. The other job I had, and the reason I quit that job, by the way, because I was like, you know, how old was I? I was probably like 17 or something at the time, or going on 18. I was like, I need a raise, man. I'm gonna ask for a raise, you know. And they had given me a raise from $6 up to like $7 up to like $8, But I've been working there for like over a year now, and I wanted like that $9, like just one below $10 an hour. Like that for me, $9 an hour is like, dude, that's great, $9 an hour. So I was going up, gonna ask, heart rate's going, I'm going up to the boss, I'm gonna ask for the raise, today's the day, I'm gonna ask for the raise. I asked for the raise, I'm like, yo man, I need $9 an hour, like, I've been working here for a while, I can't get by on $8 an hour, I know so-and-so's getting paid $9 an hour, I want $9 an hour as well, I'm better than them, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, yeah, we'll see what I can do, but no promises. And I'm like, dude, if you can't promise me an extra $1 an hour raise, like, it's all I'm asking for, it's the first time I've ever asked for a raise, if you can't hook that up, man, I'm out of here. So, I ended up bouncing, I was done, no more A&W Burger Shack for me. From there, where did I go? From there, I actually got a, I went to college. After that, I went to college, and no job for like a while, no job for like 6-7 months. Last college for like 6-7 months, and then I'm like, dude, I'm dropping out of college, this is not for me. But before I dropped out of college, I knew I wanted to become a personal trainer. That was my dream job. Because when I was going to college, I was super stressed out, man, so I had to go to the gym to de-stress. Went to the gym, went on the treadmill, lifted some weights, went on the bicycle, started swimming at the YMCA gym there. And when I was there, I saw this personal trainer helping someone, and I was like, yo, look what they're doing, man. They're helping that person get on a bike, they're helping that person use good, proper technique, and I think it's an amazing job helping people get fit and healthy. I still think that's the perfect job. I still love doing personal training for people. I absolutely adore personal training. You could wake me up at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning and say, Ted, I need a workout, and I will hook it up. I love giving people workouts. So I ended up dropping out of college to get my personal training certificate. Got my personal training certificate, immediately then got my nutrition training certificate, certified nutritionist thing, whatever you call it. My certification to become a nutritionist. And then I just started applying at these different gyms and got not hired at a lot of gyms. I was such a noob, man, such a noob. I'd show up at the interview like this, just wearing like fucking like 4-year-old shorts and like a t-shirt, whatever, muscle shirt. And I remember one of the interview guys like, Ted, do you want some feedback? And I was like, sure, like give me some feedback after this interview. He's like, dude, you gotta like dress for the interview. You gotta dress appropriately. And I was like, I'm such an idiot. Whatever, next time, okay. Anyways, didn't get accepted to a lot of these gyms. I finally landed this amazing job at this gym. I thought it was an amazing job. It's Good Life Fitness. It was the first gym they're opening up in my city. So it was like grand opening. The building hadn't even been constructed yet, and they already were hiring people. And it got a lot of good, made a lot of connections there. And that was like my first like legit job in a gym, getting paid like, I was getting paid like $15 an hour, so pretty good pay. But I applied for the personal training position, they didn't give it to me, they gave me a member ambassador position, which is like a pretty big step down. Basically my job was to go around and help people figure out how to use the machines and spray down the machines and spot people if they need a spotter or something, just be that guy for people, be that spotter for people in the gym. And just help people out if they need anything. So I worked there for a while, getting paid $15 an hour, and then I started doing like some personal training on the side, because that's what I really wanted to do, just make money as a personal trainer, going to people's homes. So then after like maybe 8 months, 9 months, almost a year at this Good Life Fitness as a member ambassador, I asked to be a personal trainer. They said no, they couldn't give me the personal training position. And then a bunch of personal trainers told me I didn't even want that job anyway, because they take so much of the cut. Good Life Fitness was taking like 40% of the cut. So if the personal trainer was charging like $100, they were actually only making like $60 an hour. So that blew my mind. Like, that sucks. Anyways, so I quit Good Life after many months. And I started doing personal training for myself. I went door to door, not door to door, no, I didn't go door to door, but I would go to people's homes and train them there. I would advertise, like print out like a flyer and put it on like at the park and say, hey, you need a personal trainer, give me a call. Post stuff on Craigslist and just get word of mouth going. Print out some business cards, hand those out places, just tell people I'm a personal trainer. Give my friends free sessions. I gave away a lot of free sessions at the start just to gain some experience. And that's what you gotta do, man. Like, no one really told me I had to go give free sessions, but that's just like what you do naturally if you want to do something. You just do it for free. Like if you want to be a filmer, you go film for free. If you want to make YouTube videos for free. If you want to be a farmer or something, farm for free. Don't do stuff for the money. Don't do stuff for the money. If you do stuff for the money, you don't do it for the love of it, then it's just not gonna have that. It's not gonna have your best interests in mind, man. Do things because you absolutely love to do them, and if you happen to get paid for them, that's awesome. So like I said, you wake up at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, I'll give you a workout. I won't even charge you because I just love to do it so much. But I know that I'm good enough now as a personal trainer to charge for it, and I love doing it. So the fact that I get paid to be a personal trainer is just like perfect, man. It's like, I love it. I absolutely love personally training people. So I started my own company and did some personal training in my basement for a long time. After I did the home-to-home thing, I just did it in my basement. A lot of people come to my basement all the time. And then after I had like maybe 10 or 12 clients on the regular, I started this fruit co-op. And so it was like not a co-op, it was like a wholesaler. I started like a wholesaler out of my garage. And so I would order like, $400 or $500, $600 worth of fruit to my garage. And then I'd have people from around the neighborhood driving in and picking up, and I would sell it to them at like a 15% markup or whatever. Make some pretty good coin there. Or even like 20% markup. So if you buy like $600 worth of groceries and you mark it up 20%, you're making some pretty good coin there. And it's only like a couple hours of work just handling all this fruit, and that felt really good. And then I got all my personal training clients to buy fruit from me as well. So I had a pretty big system going there. I had a nice machine there, income streaming machine there. That was awesome. On top of, after doing the personal training thing, after selling my food wholesaler thing, when we had to move houses and everything, that all shut down, I moved to Thailand, moved to Bali, and I've been on the road ever since. And what have I been doing now over the past few years to make money? I've been doing health and lifestyle coaching online via Skype, via email, and I've also been doing YouTube videos, as you guys know. I've also done some writing gigs, some ghost writing gigs. I've also done things like the Vegan World Summit. I've also done like a health running retreat, the Thai fruit camp. Just recently I had a retreat here in Thailand. I'm involved with a whole bunch of little things, but I wouldn't consider those jobs. I wouldn't consider that really employment. Those are just happening to be some income streams, income sources right now. But if I were to go back and do any like real job, like any like 9-to-5 job or whatever, it would be personal training, man. I absolutely love personal training. I still love it. I'm not sure if I'll ever go back and do that like pretty much full time, but I wouldn't mind it, honestly. I love personal training people. It's so fun connecting with people, seeing them there physically, face to face, hands on, making sure they're using proper technique, and just encouraging them and seeing them like break a personal record, seeing them get a personal best and improving, getting stronger, getting fitter, becoming more beautiful. And to be honest, I've never seen an unattractive, fit, healthy, and happy person. If you're fit, if you're healthy, if you're happy, you're attractive. I've never seen an unattractive girl at the gym who's fit, healthy, and happy. Like if she's smiling, and if she's got sweat pouring down her, and if she looks like at least like kind of healthy, she's attractive. There's something very attractive about someone who's fit, healthy, and happy. And as a personal trainer, that's like what I do. I help people get fit, healthy, and happy. So that's just the purpose of life is joy, and the fastest way to experience joy is to help other people. And you help other people by doing what you want to do. And I want to do personal training. I wanted to do personal training. Now I want to make YouTube videos. I want to make videos for people. But just by doing what you want to do, you're helping people. Because even if you're not helping people directly, you're helping people by setting an example for them and saying like, look, I'm setting an example. I'm a human being. I'm doing what I want to do. And we learn from example. We learn from each other. We're social creatures. So by setting an example, by doing what you want to do, you're helping other people by giving them permission to do what they want to do. And you're setting an example for them so they can learn from you. So I'm activating my life purpose when I make YouTube videos. I'm activating my life purpose when I do personal training. But I wasn't activating my life purpose when I was working those other dumb 9-to-5 jobs. Like, I'm not gonna say dumb jobs, but things like the movie theater thing, and things like the other job I forgot to tell you. Crap, this was a pretty cool job too. I wasn't activating my life purpose doing this, but I learned a lot about myself when I was doing this job, and it was at the car dealership. I worked at a car dealership. I was a lot boy. In fact, that's where I learned to drive standard. That's where I learned to drive stick on a Porsche. When you got the job, the guy's like, hey, do you drive standard? Do you drive automatic? And I was like, yeah, I drive both. And my friend told me to lie. He's like, yeah, just say you drive standard. You're never going to have to drive standard anyway. Everything's automatic. I'm like, okay, sweet. So he asked me, do you drive standard? Do you drive automatic? I'm like, yeah, I drive standard. Then he's like a few days later, he's like, all right, I need you to go move that Porsche up there. I get in the Porsche, and I'm like, there's a fucking stick here, dude. What do I do? I quickly ran back in the office, went on YouTube, typed how to drive standard, how to drive stick. And, dude, I had to learn right from YouTube, like these how-to websites, these how-to videos. And then I went back to the Porsche and figured it out. Scary times, man, super sketchy, but figured it out, got it done. And that was an interesting job. I really found my appreciation for cars at that job. And I really found my appreciation for doing what I want to do. When I was locking all these car doors, I was like, dude, if I just spent all my time like training for triathlon and getting really fit and focusing all my energy on getting fit and training for triathlon, instead of locking these car doors and getting paid like, $18 an hour at this car dealership, which is pretty good money, I would just be so much further ahead in life. Like my life would be freaking perfect. So that's what I did. I kind of just like, quit that job at the car dealership and I just focused on triathlon. Got really good at triathlon, I think. And now just recently I've stopped doing triathlon because it wasn't really fulfilling me anymore. So I learned to step away. But anyways, guys, the point of this video, is make up your own freaking point of this video if you want, but I just want to give you a bit of a background. And now that I'm near the end of this video, I want to say, like, don't do shit for money. Work. If you do stuff for money, use it, and you don't like your job, use that opportunity to find out what you really do want to do. Spend all your time thinking about the things that you really do want to do while you're at that job. Instead of letting that job pull you down and make you feel like a piece of crap, take that time, say, hey, I'm getting paid to think about what I really want to do with my life. Yeah? Take that time to think about what you really want to do with your life. Then after a few days of doing that, after one more week, after that final paycheck, you take that money, you say, here's my 2-week notice, I'm going to go do what I really want to do now. And then document it, post on Facebook, post on Snapchat, post on Instagram. Space on this card is just filling up, man. I need to make more room. I just want to say, go do what you love to do. Document it, share it on Snapchat, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube. Just show the world that you can do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to step out there and do what you want to do, guys. This is me doing what I want to do. I want to see you doing what you want to do. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to these videos, give them a thumbs up, and be sure to come back for more. Love you so much. Peace, peace from Chiang Mai, Thailand.